Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Cancer for April 2020. So keep in mind that it's a general message. It may resonate, it may fit your situation, it may not. So if it doesn't, go about your day. Don't dwell on it. And if it does, it's still up to you and your active free will and the choices you make and the steps you take to get whatever fulfillment it is in this world you'd like to see. And for me, that's personal power, my friends. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And if you feel this resonates at the end, please feel free and subscribe. Join the journey with me. Help me build my channel. It'd be wonderful to have you along this journey and let me encounter your energy more often. So I'm just gonna, before I get into the cards, ask Archangel Michael to jump in to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as just to use me as the clearest channel possible and deliver only messages for the highest good of anyone watching. And I'm gonna call my team of light in as well. If you're calling in your angels or guides, guys, I would suggest that you also ask for messages of your highest good so that you're only getting top notch. What I'm being asked to tell you guys is that rose quartz may be very helpful for you. We have the Two of Swords coming out. I'm going to put it back, but as I haven't quite asked the question here, but there may be a need for balance. There may also be tightrope walking with the Tower here, so I'm just going to... What is an overarching energy for the sign of Cancer for April 2020, please? All right. So you have, first off, the Five of Pentacles, feeling a little bit left out in the cold. We have the Knave of Pentacles. So some sort of communication could be about this feeling of being left out in the cold. And that Two of Swords, that feeling you needed to tightrope walk. Gonna put it back, I guess, but I didn't feel like it was ready to come out. But we also have the Three of Cups here, so about happiness, joy, and fulfillment. We have the Moon card, which is about the feminine intuition, the hidden, as well as I'm hearing distorted reality. And then we have here a fire sign, but the King of Wands. So some of you could be in separation with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Some of you as well, it just may be that you or someone in your life, I heard anger issues as well. If you see here, she's kind of commanding her squire or whatever to burn this guy. There may be also hidden forces around this, but I'm feeling like someone, in order to maintain balance, in order to feel connected to other individuals, in order to have happiness, you're going to have to discuss what's going on that you're feeling left out. So for some of you with that Two of Swords energy, balancing on the tightrope with the Tower there, and it had the Knight of Wands, something happening. It could be quick, but it's something that could be world breaking, could be something that just change has happened where we have now come with a place of change in the physical and we don't know how to handle it. So we're needing to discuss things. I'm going to ask for this Five of Pentacles, please. Thank you. So the Five of Pentacles, we have a whole lot that's come out. Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm not going to read reversals, guys. You get the House of Cards, the Justice card, and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like there's happiness in this relationship, there's happiness in your life, but somebody or one party may be coming from this place of feeling lack or feeling left out. And I heard like there could have been misunderstandings, as well as if there is a fire sign or an individual that is very passionate, also could be heated discussion, rage issues as well, as what I heard. That stuff will leave people feeling out in the cold and not loved. So communication is key. Communication is speaking in celebration and partnership and speaking to the people in our life that are joyful. This could be friendships as well. You see with these three mermaids, they're all enjoying each other's company. But if you're having moments where you're feeling unloved or you're feeling not worthy, if you're feeling like everybody else has everything else and you're here sitting alone and you don't have anything, if you're feeling isolated, my suggestion is to speak to someone, to send a message. Send a message to your friend, someone you care about. Call your family, call your grandma, connect with your spirit guides as well here with this moon card. And I'm going to clarify the moon card after. Actually, we'll clarify it right now. Clarify a whole bunch more too. So you get the Strength and the Six of Cups here. So there is definitely, I feel like, a love that has, or a relationship that's got a great meaning within the heart, that it's taken a lot of strength. Maybe you feel like, because they keep showing me that Two of Swords, I should have grabbed, but maybe you keep feeling like you're walking on eggshells or walking the tightrope, that there's hidden forces here, or things aren't always as they seem. So it may seem like this to the outside world, but this to something else, and there could be a real dichotomy within a relationship. There could also be within one person that for some people love has been a struggle. And it is difficult to show emotions and difficult to express them, difficult to remain in balance with love. And they're just showing me, though, that I feel like this relationship as well could bring strength to you. But that's also this fire sign, the Leo energy, being there too. That there's got to be new discussions and new understandings. And when we're feeling like we're coming from lack mentality, or we feel we've been slighted, when we feel that we're out in the cold, sometimes the way that we communicate with others is reactionary. Sometimes we are coming from a place hidden deep down in the depths of our souls, in the depths of our hearts, that's angry, okay, this energy, at somebody for something someone else did. If you guys ever heard of heal yourself so you don't bleed on people who didn't cut you, that's kind of this energy as well. As sometimes we may have this wound that we've held on to, this core value that we've held on to about ourselves, about love, and could be even just a stubborn, sticky, tricky kind of situation, but this stuff all lies within our unconscious. And I feel like what needs to happen is a new understanding, justice to be brought to this situation, to look clearly at your life and what you have to offer, the love that is here, as well as I feel like to know that you are loved, that you are capable of having loving relationships, of experiencing love. And sometimes what I just heard is we got to let our guard down. We can't always think that everybody is trying to hurt us or put us down. And that's just for some of you, but this is what's coming out of my mouth. So sometimes this is more of a channeling too, I think. That the Four of Wands being here, this to me in this deck is, I call it my run through the jungle card. And I think it's Clearwater, I'm not sure, it's like, better run through the jungle and don't look back to see. Vietnam War song. But when you think about, let's put this in perspective. When we're running through the jungle dodging bullets, do you want to turn around and see how close they are? Or do you just want to tear ass and get out of the jungle and get somewhere to hide where you might be safe? I feel like this is moving through the energy quickly. Because celebration, this is about celebrations. Most of the time, this card is, the Four of Wands with wreaths, marriages, celebration, people getting together and gatherings. But this, to me, it's a lollipop field. Running through your field of lollipops and remembering the sweet things in the world. This could also be for some of you, get out in the forest. That it's time to create something new. Something that is not rooted in being left out. Something that is not rooted in isolation as well. But I feel like some of this is we need to talk. We need to talk to our partners. We need to talk to the people in our life to say, you know what, I'm realizing, I've had a lot of healing to do. Or I'm realizing that I treated you this way because I was feeling this. And oftentimes when you discuss with people, they may tell you, that is not what I meant. or we hear what we want to hear. Other thing is, though, I'm hearing gaslighting with this particular King of Wands. Some of you may want to see that if you're coming to people with these conversations, be like, I feel like you meant this and it really hurt. I'm like, I didn't mean that. And then the next time you come and it's just this constant, repetitive cycle of someone dodging blame, then we need to also see this for what it is. And to bring justice and consider, what is this relationship really built on? What is the foundation of this? What is the underlying reason for this heard message? But what is the underlying reasoning for this relationship? And some of this is going to be for you to see patterns. So these hidden unconscious patterns that we allow in our worlds, it's whenever I feel like universal healing comes when it needs to show you the energy that needs to be dealt with, because we can't heal everything all at once. And as well as, now this is my opinion, but I think we all have healing to do. None of us on this earth are perfect, and if we were, we would already be an ascended master. We all make mistakes. And I feel like this is really working with people, and with the Justice card, not judging other people for their mistakes, as long as people are putting the work in to try and bring balance to the situation and bring something new. So for some of you, there may be a lot of love in the relationship, and once we strip down our own feelings of self-worth that may be lacking, once we strip down our own negative thinking and our own stubbornness, maybe even our own anger, our own hostility, or only our own quick reactions, you're gonna find that you're able to bring more balance because it's being seen. And one of the things that was really, really important on my, I guess, the beginnings for me of my spiritual journey was the idea that we had to see it to change it. That I could keep going about doing my toxic behaviors and not think anything was wrong. I could keep going around thinking that people were putting me down or that people were speaking negatively because I chose to hear only parts. I could have chosen as well, and this is not about me, this is here, but it's like this is being brought up. They're talking to me about it. It's like, in order for those things that had to stop, for my behavior to stop as well, because I can clearly see, right, we all have parts of ourselves, this ego mind, that had to go. For that to stop, I had to see it. I had to see it to change it. And that's power. People will say seeing is believing. Seeing also means change. This is your personal power. And while it may look like desolate here, this 5 is also a point of change. Because once you go from the 5, the 6, you're going to get up and stand up. And they want me to show you this. So the 3 of Wands here as well is like attracts like, waiting. But you see here, she's laying a bed of flowers to attract her friend, to attract a mate. It's no longer about her companionship as well, but it's not about trickery. It's about waiting until the time is right as well, and her as well, not self-sacrificing. So this new era for you could be really a chance to show yourself just what you're made of. With this strength and the 6 of Cups here, show yourself what you're made of. Love yourself. Have the strength to keep on loving yourself no matter what trials you've went through, no matter what hardship, no matter what is lurking underneath the surface of a relationship, underneath the surface of, your unconscious, to remember very, very clearly, once we see it, we can change it. So, the bottom of the deck is the Tower, and that's the second time it did show us, with the same card it was with. And under it is the 2 of Pentacles rather than the 2 of Swords. And the Fool's on the top. Big time changes. Taking that leap. No longer being afraid. And the Two of Swords as well is about communication, but I also feel it's got to be a little bit about trust and faith in yourself, because they're walking a tightrope, right? So this change, this tower moment, gives you an opportunity to move forward in your life, to see things, to change it. And I apologize, guys. I just really want to find that too. She's high above the buildings. Well, she's attached to the buildings. But she's walking with balance, and as well as using the tools she has, this stick. And much like this Run Through the Jungle card, she's facing forward. She's not looking back. She's looking ahead to where she's going. So I feel like in this transformation, however you're moving forward, again, she's looking forward. She's moving forward. Moving forward now to bring positive changes. Let's bring this message from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Please, what is an overarching energy of this deck that would be helpful to implement the changes that will be coming? 2 of them. 3 of them. Release the dark wound. Let love live. Release that old unconscious stuff, right? That no longer serves you. And you can also ask the universe to transmute this. Get in the shower, in a bath, ask the water to help heal you, to help release any of the dark energy as well, because this is also our heart space, this water energy. And ask as it goes down the drain that it transmutes into the world with love. Inner trust. Trusting yourself to birth a new life as well. I always think of the birth canal with this one. But I feel like this is putting down burdens of old past situations and trusting in your ability to change as well. If it's been you with this dark wound, trusting your ability to let it go and release it. And that if it shows itself again, to say, okay, healing's a process. It's not a straight line. Sometimes on our healing journey, we think we're doing so good and we allow a trigger to come and we get knocked back down. Especially on this spiritual journey. Spirit's got a lot of stuff they want us to release. And oftentimes this toxic behavior of yourself, of others, whatever was this wound, it is time to let it go, because softly, the tender touch. And this is putting a new love, a new way of being, and tenderly, that's not tied to any darkness. So I am going to read you the softly, the tender touch. I'm going to take a look in the book and see what message we have for you. So there is a healing process, so we're going to use this. You guys can repeat it after me. It's only a few lines. It's not long. But saying aloud, I shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that I desire comes to me according to perfect timing. I relax, believe, and receive. Through unconditional love, this is now so. I shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that I desire comes to me according to perfect timing. I relax, I believe and receive. Through unconditional love, this is now so. One more time. You shine like the sun, radiant with grace, and all that you desire comes to you according to perfect timing. Relax, believe, and receive. Through unconditional love, I hope this is so for you. Remember to shine, trust yourself, see the love within you, and emanate out into the world that which you wish to receive. But remember that you are, with this, a divine conduit, and conduit of divine knowledge. If you see as well, there's a lotus flower above her head, because all of these experiences in our life have been orchestrated by Spirit to help crown and anoint us and to bring us higher, to raise our vibration higher up. And I feel like this is what this is that we release the stuff that was toxic, that was no longer for us. We trust in our ability to see and to discern. We know now that we had to see it to change it, and we remember now that we come with our loving soft touch to this world. So one last message from you, for you, sorry, from the Work Your Light Oracle. And let's see, one last message, please, Spirit, for the sign of Cancer. Transformation, Sisterhood of the Rose, Mintaken, and Don't Dim to Fit In. And this flipped out when I was pre-shuffling. Transformation, things are changing at a deep cellular level. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Some of you within this collective as well may feel alone at times with this particular one. Know that whatever information you receive down through your crown, this is coming from a divine source. And many of you, this longing is because to meet someone like you and like-minded, to be treated in the ways that may feel like home, we may have gotten so far outside of these ideas that our conditioning has made us forget this. I feel like now is the time through this transformation to get closer and closer to your soul origins by making sure that as you're changing, and it says at a cellular level, many of you will be receiving cellular DNA upgrades, even like ideas, thought paradigming through the ethers, through 5D energy, through your crown. So really allow the energy to transform you. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher, Sisterhood of the Rose. Many of you will go through these experiences to teach other people how to do it, to teach your family, the people who love you around you, and as well as this is also to teach the people in your life who you are at a core level. You know, don't dim to fit in. Don't hide your light. Don't be afraid to share who you are either. And don't be afraid of past mistakes. They happen. We all have moments we're not proud of. We all have flashes of anger. We all have unforeseen events in our life with change. But it's more of a metamorphosis. It's about, on a cellular level, allowing cosmic energy to help transform you to be the person you need to be on this earth, and honestly to be the person this earth needs. So remember, you have to see it to change it, and it's up to you how you do this. If you resist and you push back, it's going to take longer. If you surrender to the divine and you surrender to whatever's happening here, it's still up to you how you put your foot forward for the next step, right? Because we have to see it to change it, but only you can help change it. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you have a really great month. I want the top, which is the Council of Light. Call in your team of light, my friends. Divine orchestrations, helpers in the subtle realms. Always remember that you're connected and you are so supported. So if you're experiencing moments of hardships, call on Spirit. Bye guys, have a great week, month, whatever, month.